Conway Public School District was established in Conway, Arkansas in 1878. 47 years later and 100 years ago, in 1925, a small school opened its doors on the east side of Conway with a mission rooted in opportunity, community, and care. That school became Ellen Smith Elementary. Today, we honor a century of learning, service, and stories that continue to shape generations of Conway students. Ellen Smith Elementary proudly carries the name of Miss Ellen Smith, a beloved Conway School Board member whose passion for education left a lasting mark on our community. Known for her kindness, her dedication to students, and her unwavering belief in the power of learning, her legacy lives on in every classroom that bears her name. Ellen Kamama Smith was the steady heart of a large, close-knit family. She and her husband, S.G. Daddy Smith, made their home on Caldwell Street in Conway, Arkansas, a gathering place for 15 devoted grandchildren. Holidays, weekends, and countless memories were rooted in that house, a place defined by comfort, tradition, and unconditional love. Kamama was known for her warmth, order, and deep faith. She lived with purpose, moving through her days in quiet rhythms, tending flowers, caring for her home, and calling children in from the yard. Her bread became one of her signatures, a simple but cherished memory passed down through generations. Life under her roof had only one rule. Everyone went to church on Sunday. Otherwise, the grandchildren roamed freely, playing with cousins, exploring the town, buying paper dolls, or going to the movies. The house was lively, full of laughter, games, and ordinary childhood magic. Rooted deeply in community, Kamama was loyal, social, and quietly humorous. She engaged in her town's life while remaining a devoted mother and grandmother. Her legacy lived in how she made people feel loved, welcomed, and grounded. She shaped a family culture of closeness that endured long after she passed, remembered not just as a matriarch, but as the steady, loving center of a home filled with faith and warmth.
Well, that's right, Beth. It's a century-long story of one woman's impact here in Conway. Ellen Smith Elementary is honoring its namesake, who made sure every child had a place and a meal at the table.
For a century, Ellen Smith Elementary has stood as a cornerstone of the Conway community. The school now celebrating the woman who started it all.
We're so excited to celebrate 100 years of Ellen Smith. Can you believe it's been in Conway for 100 years? Miss Ellen Smith's legacy has gone all over Conway and then beyond.
Ellen Smith was Conway's first female school board member. Elected in 1921, she served for 18 years and launched the city's first hot lunch program.
We all know how important hot lunches are for our students. They get free breakfast now at school, and now they get a hot lunch, and so that's so exciting. These are some of our kids' only hot lunch that they have.
When Conway built a new elementary school in 1925, it was named for Miss Ellen, and the new campus that was built in 2000 still bears her name. 100 years later, students and faculty still credit her for what they have today.
So thankful for Miss Ellen Smith and her forward thinking and putting some things in place so that Conway schools and Conway students can be well taken.
Through the decades, the world around the school changed, but Ellen Smith Elementary stood steady, always guided by the same purpose: helping children grow, dream, and achieve. From chalkboards and handwritten report cards to iPads and innovative learning spaces, the heart of this school has remained the same. And for so many who walked these halls, Ellen Smith became more than a building. It became home. Some students even found their way back, choosing to serve the very district that shaped them.
My name is Sam Kortzmeyer. I work at Conway High School teaching 10th grade English. This is my 3rd year at the high school, and I was at the junior high before that. But I've grown up in Conway, been here my whole life, and I attended Ellen Smith Elementary from 2002 to 2007. I had such a wonderful experience. My principal at the time there was Betty Ford. She was incredible. She retired, I can't even remember how many years ago now, but I remember being super anxious as a kid about computer lab. I would be extremely nervous to go to computer lab. I don't know what it was, but Miss Ford, she'd pull me into her office and just like have a sit down chat with me and make me feel so comfortable and good. And then like, I'm back and we're good. So she was an incredible principal, yeah. I can't even remember which teacher, but one of my teachers had a bathtub in the classroom, a clawfoot bathtub filled with pillows, and if we acted good in class, we could lay in the bathtub and read books. And I just remember that was like my goal. I remember that was my goal, act right so I could lay in the tub and read books. So here I am now, reading, teaching English. I had, a core group of friends, but I really remember I was really close with a girl named Jamie Martin, and she is now Jamie Conaway. She's been married, but Jamie works at Ida Burns now, so she's in District 2 working as a speech language pathologist. So I just think it's cool to see all the people that went to Ellen Smith and where they ended up, and some of us, still here in Conway working for the district. It's not even specific qualities of each teacher, but just like a feeling overall that I feel like I can recall. I just remember feeling so comfortable when I was at school there. And now looking back, like when you become a teacher, you realize how much your teachers put into their lessons and pour into their students. Little things like going on field trips to our teachers' like farms, to learn about farming, or like for our teachers like moms to come in and have a flapjack day and make pancakes for the kids. It's just they gave so much of their own time and their own probably even resources to make it a place that you wanted to be, and that you felt at home.
My name is Amy Denny, and I'm a 4th grade teacher here at Ellen Smith, and this is my daughter Meredith Denny, and she is a 4th grader here at Ellen Smith. So we have a bit of a family legacy here because my mom taught at Ellen Smith for 27 years. She retired from here 3 years ago, and I was hired here 3 years ago. And so she was a 4th grade teacher, and then I got hired as 4th grade, and I actually and in her last classroom. I'm in the same classroom that she was last in before she retired, and I got to take over there. And I have 3 kids, and so I brought all of them with me here to Ellen Smith. They all go here as well, and so now I have my daughter in 4th grade in that same classroom that my mom taught in. I have her for reading every day. I'm the reading teacher, so I get to have her for reading class every day. And then my other kids are here with me too. So it's really cool because when my mom taught here, I went here as well. So my sister and I went to Ellen Smith, and after I left Ellen Smith and I was at Bob Courtway, I would shuttle bus back over here to this building and hang out with my mom at the end of the day in her classroom. And so I'd been here many, many times before as a student, so now I get to experience it as a teacher and a mom.
I enjoy lunch because Miss Short, she if we make good choices, we do like dance parties and jokes and stuff. That's really fun.
There are people here who have known me just about my whole life. My 2nd grade teacher still works here, so now she's my coworker, and there are people here that came to my wedding many years ago because they were close with my mom. So it's people that I had relationships with for many years through my mom and her being a teacher here, and this place being such a great place for her to be for her teaching career.
Today, the school continues to thrive under strong leadership, carrying the values Miss Ellen Smith lived out more than a century ago.
So Ellen Smith had a heart for kids. She loved kids. All through her memoirs that we have read and shared with each other, we've learned how much she loves kids. And Ellen Smith Elementary loves kids. Some of the things that we have going, we have a wonderfully diverse community of students in our school that we are so thankful for and so proud of. They do such hard work, they go through tough things, and they show up every day at school. Some of them are in choir, some of them are A students and do amazing things. We have a huge running club. We have a jump rope club, book club, art club, an amazing reading incentive program that is bringing in lots of students, hundreds of students who are reading who have never read an entire chapter book before. So we are so proud, and we know she would be so proud of that. Ellen Smith loved her community and she loved gardening. We have an amazing school garden. We won Best Elementary School Garden last year. Ryan Raup was over our school garden last year. This year he has Tammy Clevenger who's working with him along with the Master Gardeners in Conway. Amazing garden. He makes preserves out of it. I bought sweet potatoes for my Thanksgiving dinner out of it. So we are so thankful for that. Our Miss Ellen Smith would be so thankful. Our cafeteria manager, Miss Robin, also cooks things and makes hot meals out of the garden for our students and staff. So she would love that. Miss Ellen Smith was deeply rooted and deeply connected to her community here in Conway. All through her stories, you can see her love for the community and the things that she did, not just for the schools, but for Conway as a whole. We have 2 Conway businesses who have partnered with us this year, who are working towards helping us praise and reward students for doing amazing work, whether it be in the classroom, whether it be relationships, whether it be emotional, social, whether it be small goals that they set for themselves. We know that she would love this partnership with Axiom. They come each month and help us honor students. We have also partnered with Horace Mann and Misty Givens, and she comes in and helps us honor the teachers. And we know Miss Ellen Smith loved teachers because of all she did for Conway schools. She comes in and she has a big show and gives awards for Teacher of the Month. She's also feeding us a few times, and we know how everyone loves food. So we're so thankful for our partnerships with Conway businesses, which Miss Ellen Smith set forward for us. It has been an honor to lead Ellen Smith the last 3 years and follow in Miss Ellen Smith's legacy. I hope that I can make her proud and that lots of our students then will go and be great community members as well.
From its earliest days to today, Ellen Smith Elementary has been a place where children are known, encouraged, and challenged. A school where friendships begin, confidence grows, and futures take shape. As we celebrate 100 years of Ellen Smith Elementary, we honor the people, the stories, and the legacy that brought us to this moment. And we look forward with hope to the next century of learning. Happy 100th anniversary, Ellen Smith Elementary. Here's to the past that built us and the future we build together.